my dear students. Welcome to online classes of SRS Heritage School. Today in this class we shall discuss about the history topic, the Mughals and the Marathas. From this chapter you are going to study in detail about the founder of the Mughal Empire, the rulers of the Mughal Empire, and what are the administrative level of the Mughal rulers, what are the contributions are given from the Mughals in the field of the art, architecture, literature, painting, music, so on. Also, we will study in detail about the who are the Maratha rulers, who was the founder of the Maratha Empire, and what were the administrative arrangements of Shivaji. Shivaji, who is known as the great emperor of Maratha, and you will study in detail about the early life of Shivaji and his wars and administration, so on. Dear students, first of all let us discuss about the beginning part of the lesson from the Mughal Empire. It is called as the empire or kingdom. In the previous session, that means from the Delhi Sultanate, you have been studied about the Delhi rulers. There are 5 families who ruled over Delhi called the Slave dynasty, the Khilji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty, and also Lodi dynasty. The Delhi rulers who started their administration from 1205 to up to 1526. They ruled over India for more than 250 years. The last ruler of the Delhi Sultanate by name Ibrahim Lodi. He was inefficient and incapable, so he was dethroned by the Mughal ruler by Babur. Okay, so the last ruler of the Delhi Sultanates were weak and inefficient. Due to their weakness, so many neighboring territories and provincial rulers announced their independence. There was a social and political economic critical condition at this junction, the Babur who has invaded India. Dear student, the Mughals. Who are the Mughals? They are the people or they are the persons who came from Persia. Mughals ruled our country more than 250 years. Among the Mughals, Babur, Humayun, Jahangir, Akbar, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. These were the Mughal rulers. Some of the Mughal rulers have given remarkable contribution for the development of the growth of trade and agriculture industry and as well as for the cultural development, namely art, architecture, literature, painting, music. Among the rulers, the famous ruler was Akbar. Akbar was the wise and famous ruler. Okay, and also the Shah Jahan, who was called for the golden age of Mughal Empire. He was also some of the role model ruler. We will study in detail laterly about them. Now let us learn about the founder of the Mughal Empire. So, who is the founder of the Mughal Empire? Babur is the founder of the Mughal Empire. Babur founded Mughal Empire. Before he founded the Mughal Empire, why did he conquer India? Why did he invade India? And before he come to India, what was his position in his motherland? You must know that Mirza Mishak was the father of the Babur. Babur was a ruler in Pargana. He was a ruler in Pargana. So it is one of the provision in Persia. Okay. At the age of 11 years, he lost his father. His father was one of the provincial ruler in Pargana. After death at early age itself, he lost his father. At initial stage, Babur became the ruler of the Pargana. When he became the ruler of the Pargana at that time, there are many relatives and also the neighboring territories and also many other contemporary rulers were not accepted his rule. Very soon he lost his territory. He lost his territory called Pargana. Okay, when he lost territory, he was not at all stopped his invention and his desire about the administration. One more thing that Babur, before he ascend the throne of Mughal, he has got the information about the India's administration, India's wealth, and also about the cultural background of the India, because he belonged to the descendant of his family called as Chengiz Khan and Taimur. Both from his mother side and father side, he has got a administrative experience because they belong to the that is some brave family. You know, the Taimur Mongolian ruler and also Chengiz Khan. From both the side, he has got the good experience and also good atmosphere also. Many of his family friends and also many, they used to say that about the gloriness of India and also about the richness and also the administration. He had desired to conquer India. He wanted to ride the Indian territory. At the time when he lost the territory, he decided to conquer Indian territory. At that time, the Mughal, the provincial rulers, the Delhi rulers, Ibrahim Lodi, at that time Ibrahim Lodi was the Ibrahim Lodi. You know that who is Ibrahim Lodi? Ibrahim Lodi is the last ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. He is incapable and he was a weak and corrupt Jew. His administration was not accepted by many his followers and as well as from many Afghan rulers. They were hated him. He has not given a proper administration. Due to his weakness and inefficiency, many local rulers and also the Afghans and many other neighboring territories were not accepted the administration of the Ibrahim Lodi. At this condition, Babur has got the invitation from the Punjab, ruler of Punjab, and also the some other area. Even some of the Rajput ruler also sent invitation to Babur conquer Delhi. Okay. So when he has got the invitation, he decided to conquer Delhi and to invade India. So Indian rulers only, they have given invitation to Babur to conquer Delhi or to defeat Ibrahim Lodi. Their intention is dethrone the Ibrahim Lodi to rise power themselves. But whereas when Babur got the invitation, he decided and he started his rising. So Babur, to conquer Indian territory, to establish the Mughal Empire, he has conducted 3 wars. He conducted 3 wars. How many wars conducted by Babur to conquer the Indian territory? He has conducted 3 wars. So the wars which are conducted by Babur were the Battle of Panipat, the Battle of Panipat, Battle of Kanwa, Battle of Gagra. Okay. He has conducted 3 wars against the Indian ruler to consolidate his position to become a ruler of Mughal. So first one is Panipat. It is also called as the first battle of Panipat. You must remember, children, in the history of the India, 3 battles were conducted at the place of the Panipat. It is near Delhi. 3 battles were conducted at the place of the Panipat. First battle of Panipat between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Second battle of Panipat, Akbar and Hemu. Akbar was the Mughal ruler, Hemu was the Rajput ruler. Third battle of Panipat, Marathas and also the Afghans. Like 3 battles were conducted which are very important, significant event in the history of India. So now the first battle of Panipat and Kanwa and also the Gagra. These three wars were conducted by Babur to consolidate his position. Now let us discuss that regarding the first battle of Panipat. When was first battle of Panipat conducted? In the year 1526. First battle of Panipat was conducted in the year 1526. It is an important landmark in the history of India. It was an important landmark in the history of India because in this year the first Muslim empire after the Delhi Sultanate, the first Mughal empire was founded. The first Mughal empire was founded. So Mughals, they are the Persians. Okay. So Babur conducted war against Ibrahim Lodi. Who was Ibrahim Lodi? He was the ruler, belongs to the Lodi family. He was ruling the Delhi and surrounding area. Okay. Due to the inefficiency, many were not tolerated or concentrated. Finally, Babur invaded India, got support from the Rajput ruler and also the Afghan ruler, some of the governors of Daulat Khan Lodi. Daulat Khan Lodi was the governor of Punjab. They sent invitation to conquer Delhi. Finally, Babur invaded India in the year 1526 at the place of the Panipat. At the place of the Panipat, both the army, whose army? The Ibrahim Lodi army and also the Babur army. Babur came along with his army. He had a equipped, trained army. So soldiers are given the training and proper equipments, war equipments were used by Babur. Finally, at the place of the Panipat, war conducted between Ibrahim Lodi and also Babur, in which Babur succeeded. Ibrahim Lodi defeated. So, when was the first battle of Panipat conducted? In the year 1526. Who participated in it? The Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. So, Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi and founded Mughal Empire in India. So, when was Mughal Empire founded? Mughal Empire was founded in the year 1526. The Mughal Empire was established in the year 1526. Okay. So here, after battle of the Panipat, he thought that administration is okay because he has announced that he was the ruler of the Delhi. At the same time, many Afghans and also the Rajputs or many others, they were not accepted the consolidation of the Babur, administration of the Babur. So he wanted to face the problem in many other places also, from Punjab, many other places. Okay, so again he conducted one more war in the year 1527. It is known as Kanwa War. In the year 1527 he has conducted Kanwa War, so in which he has succeeded. Again in the year 1529 he has conducted war at Gagra, known as the Gagra War. So also he was successful in the war. So in these three wars, so Battle of Panipat, Kanwa and Gagra, all these three wars were conducted by Babur. Finally, he founded the Mughal Empire in India. In which year Mughal Empire was founded? Usually, Mughal Empire was founded in the year 1526, but still he faced the problem, external and internal problems also he faced, that to consolidate himself, he wanted to give the that is proper technique to them. So he has conducted two more wars. Finally, he has captured the many territories who were opposed about his administration and become the ruler of the Mughal Empire. Dear students, the Mughal Empire was founded by Babur in the year 1526, but he was a great invader. He invaded India. He conquered India. He founded Mughal Empire. At the same time, he has not given any contribution in the field of administration. He could not administer because in the year 1530 itself, he passed away. So, in between 1526 to 1530, within 4 years, He could not look after any administration, and also he could not become one of the great administrator. He was an able organizer, no doubt in it. He was the great military person. He was a great warrior, no doubt in it. At the same time, he could not rule for long time because of his sickness. Because of his sickness. So he died in the year 1530. After the death of the Mughal Babur, his son Humayun, his son Humayun, his son Humayun became the ruler of the Mughal. Who was Humayun? Humayun had four sons. Among them, he was eminent. So he ascended the throne of Mughal Empire. Dear students, before we learn about the Humayun, now let us learn about the greatness of the Babur. What was the important achievement or what was the personality of Babur? Babur, no doubt it, he was a great rider, or he was eminent organizer, and he was a great warrior also. At the same time, he has not administered, but he was a great scholar. He was a great scholar. He was well versed in the languages of the Persia and Arabic. So himself, he was a great scholar. He wrote his biography, autobiography. He has written about his life about in the form of book in the Persian language called as the Babur Nama. What is Babur Nama? Babur Nama was the book. It is the autobiography written by Babur. Already I told you that Babur was a great scholar. He was a great scholar. He was a talented in the both the language, Arabic language and as well as the Persian language. So he written his experience. What is there in the book of Babur Nama? It was the great experience of Babur regarding the India's political, social, economic condition as well as how he has conquered the Indian territories to establish the Mughal Empire. The Babur Nama also called as the Tujk-i-Babri. Tujk-i-Babri, okay. In his book, he has narrated about the India's political condition, how the Indians were not having cooperation among them, how they are, that is having a that dispute and also the clashes among them, how disunity they maintain, and what is the army of the Ibrahim Lodi, what is the army of him, how he has followed the techniques and also skills to defeat the Delhi ruler. Everything it was narrated. It is one of the great work of Babur. Okay, so Babur, he was a great warrior and eminent organizer also, and also he founded the Mughal Empire in India. He laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire in India, and also he wrote the book called as Babur Nama or Tujk-i-Babri. Finally, he died in the year 1530. After the death of Babur, his son Humayun became the ruler. Okay, now from the next class, we shall study in detail about the how was Humayun became the ruler, what was the problem he faced, and how he has dethroned, and how he again regained the Delhi, and what was the contribution of Humayun.